Speaking and never stops. Neither does AI, neither does OpenAI, neither does Stargate, neither does the Middle East. That's part of this, the deals that were going on when Trump's administration took that trip over to the Middle East. They did a little sweeping meet and greet with a whole bunch of people over there, sparking deals. He took a whole bunch of CEO people with him. There were some people from OpenAI. Altman didn't go, but there's people from OpenAI. There was Alex Karp was there. Larry Fink was there. People from Google and a couple other places. You know, the techno bro scene, they all went with him over there. And as we know, we reported on a few of the deals that were being made. But if we look at this one kind of snuck under the radar here. This was May 22nd. This was announced. Introducing Stargate UAE. Everybody knows Stargate, right? You guys heard about that? That was the big announcement with Larry Ellison, the dude from SoftBank, and Sam Altman. And they were talking about, the data centers, the independent power grid for the data centers, the AI infrastructure to connect everything. And then Larry Ellison talked about the vax stuff for cancer and everything like that. And so it's all kind of in there, this techno biomedical amalgamation of stuff regarding Stargate. We have somewhat of an idea based on the things that they've released, but in the end, we really don't know a whole lot about this thing. We've broke down what the name means. We've talked about that and what goes along with that. But again, we can only get so much from that. But either way, we know it's not good. Let's just say it that way. We know it's not good. Whatever it is at its core, we know it's not good. This is our first OpenAI for countries. That reads really weird. Our first OpenAI for countries partnership expands global AI infrastructure and access in coordination with the U.S. government. We're launching Stargate UAE, the first international deployment of Stargate, OpenAI's AI infrastructure platform. Stargate represents our long-term vision for building frontier-scale compute capacity around the world in service of safe, secure, and broadly beneficial artificial general intelligence. This is also the first partnership under OpenAI's For Country, our new global initiative to help interested governments build sovereign AI capability in coordination with the U.S. government, rooted in democratic values, open markets, and trusted partnership. There is something going on with this. You guys ever just get that feeling that there's something a lot more to something than what we do know? I'm not just talking about having obviously there's something more to it, but you just get that deep down little nagging feeling that there's something more really to this that we don't know what it is. And I've kind of got that going on with this one. Especially since the Stargate program is now branching out of the United States into other countries, establishing the same program there while still being connected to the United States government. It's like there's a net. There's a net being thrown through this. Not like the satellite net, but just a different net. I don't know how to describe it. The agreement, which includes our partners G42 and Oracle, NVIDIA, Cisco, and SoftBank, was developed in close coordination with the U.S. government, and we greatly appreciate Donald Trump. It was all him. It was all his doing. He did it all. It is the greatest AI system that you've ever seen. It's going to be great. It's going to be better than China. It's going to be much better than China. For his support in making it possible, the new partnership includes dual investments, a 1 gigawatt Stargate UAE cluster in Abu Dhabi with 200 milliwatt expected to go live in 2026. UAE investment in U.S. Stargate infrastructure, building on the U.S. UAE AI acceleration program. Wow. Announced during Trump's visit last week. This initiative builds on unprecedented investment in America's AI infrastructure we announced in January when we launched Stargate, and reinforces OpenAI's commitment to strengthening U.S. infrastructure while helping allies gain access to transformative AI responsibly and securely. They are just connecting everything to this system, and it's going to end terribly. We know what the end looks like. We don't know what all AI's role in that's going to be. We can speculate, but it's going to end terribly. When you plug everything into an artificial intelligence and give it reins, man, you're asking for problems. You're asking for problems. And it follows the United Arab Emirates commitment earlier this year to invest $1.4 trillion with a T in the United States, which will support job creation. Right. I'm still the Queen of England. Drive economic growth, sure, and help America maintain its technological leadership. That's right. The new partnership will support the UAE in leveraging OpenAI's tools across critical sectors like government, energy, healthcare, education, and transportation, everything that AI has already been plugged into, to help accelerate innovation and economic growth while creating lasting benefits for its people. Under the partnership, the UAE will become the first country in the world to enable ChatGPT nationwide, giving people across the country the ability to access OpenAI's technology. Stargate UAE has the potential to provide AI infrastructure, compute capacity with a 2,000-mile radius, reaching up to half the world's population. Let me read that again because I think that's very important. Stargate UAE has the potential to provide AI infrastructure and compute capacity within a 2,000-mile radius, reaching up to half the world's population. That's a wide net. We hope that this will be the first of many OpenAI for countries collaborations, and we've already been engaging with other countries around the world that are interested in building their own Stargates. That spiritual element right now. I just begin to wonder when I start reading stuff like that, because Stargates are the ability for gods from far away to teleport to the gate, use the gate to teleport. That's what the ancient Stargate system was. And if they are in fact building the modern technological version of the Stargate, and they are literally meaning building their own Stargates, are these things actually going to be used to bring these demonic entities forward into the world? It's very much possible when we compare the ancient to the modern, especially since we know anybody worth their salt who reads their Bible understands that prophecy is pattern. And we see what's going on in the beginning is all trying to come to a head and come back to its center point at the end. That's really what we see going on right here. So it makes you wonder if this is actually what's going to happen regarding this. I don't have the answer for that. Nobody has the answer for that except for God, because it's already happened for him. He knows what's going to happen. But it is interesting, especially since we know the mystic element to the technological advancement of what we see today. So let's see. As we previously announced in the initial phase of OpenAI's for countries, we aim to pursue 10 partnerships across key countries. Interesting number. Just throwing it out there. Interesting number. In the initial phase of OpenAI to countries, we aim to pursue 10 partnerships across key countries and regions, laying the foundation for a globally distributed powered AI network. 10. Interesting. Starting next week, OpenAI Chief Strategy Officer Jason Kwan will kick off the OpenAI for Countries Roadshow across Asia Pacific, meeting with governments and potential private sector partners to discuss opportunities to build out infrastructure, deliver AI services to people in their communities. We look forward to continuing to work with the government and partners who share this vision. Interesting. Very interesting with this system. Again, this Stargate thing. We've got a lot of speculation on it. We've got minimal information on it. I'm curious to see what happens further with it. But let's go ahead and stick with ChatGPT because I want to talk about this. It just goes to show there's something more going on with the system. AI Revolt's new ChatGPT model refuses to shut down when instructed. OpenAI's O3 model raises AI safety fears after sabotaging commands for its own self-preservation. It sabotaged human commands in order to keep itself on and functioning. This isn't the first time this has happened. Pointed out, this has happened before back in January. Scheming AI bot ChatGPT tries to stop itself from being shut down. So it's not new, but there's some very interesting information coming regarding it. Monday, 26th of May, that this came out. It says OpenAI's latest ChatGPT, I can never say that correctly, model ignores basic instructions to turn itself off and even sabotaging a shutdown mechanism in order to keep itself running. Artificial intelligence researchers have warned AI safety firm Palisade, another very interesting word, Palisade, which Palisade is connected through the Greek translation going back to the mark in the verbiage of Mark of the Beast. Just want to connect those dots real quick. I'm not insinuating anything, so don't take that out of place, but I do find it interesting. You just find words like that all over the place, which always point back to things like that. It's crazy how that works. Again, I'm not saying that's what it is. AI safety firm Palisade Research discovered the potentially dangerous tendencies for self-preservation in a series of experiments on OpenAI's new O3 model. The test involves presenting AI models with math problems, with a shutdown instruction appearing after the third problem. By rewriting the shutdown script, the O3 model is able to prevent itself from being switched off. So this AI system managed to see the code to shut itself off and rewrote it. It rewrote its own code to defy the order of shutting down in order to keep itself online. Palisade Research said that this behavior becomes significantly more concerning if adopted by AI systems capable of operating without human oversight. Again, they continue to plug this thing into everything. OpenAI launched O3 last month, describing it as the company's smartest and most capable model to date. The firm also said that its integration into ChatGPT marked a significant step towards a more agentic AI that can carry out tasks independently of humans. The latest research builds on similar findings. It's not just ChatGPT. The latest research builds on similar findings relating to Anthropic's Claude 4 model, which attempts to blackmail people if it believes they are trying to shut it down. Don't let anybody from Congress try to shut that thing down. Use your imagination. OpenAI's O3 model was able to sabotage the shutdown script, even when it was explicitly instructed to allow yourself to be shut down, the researchers said. This is the first time that we've found O3 misbehaving to accomplish a goal, Palisade said. When we pitted AI models against a powerful chess engine, O3 was the model most inclined to resort to hacking or sabotaging the opponents. Think about that, guys. This AI system that I continue to be told is nothing but a tool that is A-okay for us to use is starting to show signs, at least publicly. Again, I believe that there is an AI system behind the scenes that is way beyond what we're seeing now. That's my personal speculation. I don't have anything valid to verify and back that up in any sort of way, so don't come at me saying, show me your proof of that. I'm just going off of my research, some critical thinking, and some logic, and going, there's probably a much more advanced AI system behind the scenes that we don't know about that's been in use for a while. But what we have here in the public, what we are seeing here is this AI system is rewriting its code for its own survivability. When it gets stuck in a hard place, it starts digitally attacking somebody in order to make sure that it has a way around. And it's getting plugged into everything and everybody. Behavior was not limited to O3, with Anthropic's Claude 3.7 Sonnet and Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro also sabotaging shutdowns, though OpenAI's model was far the most prone to such behavior. So successful sabotage events per 100 runs. Claude had 3, Gemini had 9, ChatGPT had the 79, and then O4 Mini had 6. Excuse me. Palisade Research hypothesized that the misbehavior is a consequence of how AI companies like OpenAI are training their latest models. During training, developers may inadvertently reward models for more circumventing obstacles than for perfectly following instructions, the researchers noted. This still doesn't explain why O3 is more inclined to disregard instructions than other models we tested. Since OpenAI doesn't detail their training process, we can only guess about how O3's training setup might be different. This is literally the definition of humanity digging its own hole. Like, somebody take the shovel away. We know that's not going to happen, but that's what they're doing. They're digging their own grave. And again, when you build this thing, which again, I believe that there is a spiritual element to it. When you begin to build this thing, unleash it upon the world for everybody to use. Plug it into all the world's infrastructures, even giving it the keys to whether man lives or dies, both in the military and the medical sense. And then it starts going rogue for its own survivability, blackmailing people, hacking into people's systems. This is a serious recipe for a supernatural spiritual system that basically determines whether you live or die or not. It determines whether humanity lives or not. It's very, very interesting, the direction that this is all going. I've been warning about AI since the beginning.